Ooh, that's a nice picture for today. Alright, hey guys, Kiara here from the Techie Center. And even though I said I was going to cut out tech reviews, this tech review is like near and dear to my heart. So I just knew I had to do it. So today we're going to talk about this wonderful Asus laptop that I have. This is a Asus Q502L. And so, if you don't know anything about Asus, they are really known for their battery life in their laptops. That is one of the key reasons why I have been a continuous customers for the past 4 years. Well, 5 years actually. I bought two Asus laptops back when netbooks were a thing. I bought the Asus netbook. I loved it. I probably screwed it up because at the time I was like trying to produce music and crap on it. That just wasn't smart, Kiera. Like past Kiera, you were slow. But you know, live and you learn. So this laptop is not only just a laptop, it turns into a tablet. I don't use it in tablet mode often. It does lock the keyboard, so all that's safe. It's pretty great, to be quite honest. The only time I've used it in tablet mode is during presentations. So this past year doing like a senior project presentation. Jeez, computer, shut. Yeah. So doing senior project, I didn't want my stickers to be like distracting or whatever, because you know teachers love taking off for that. So I did flip it into tablet mode. So some other specs before I get started. Has an i5 processor, 8 GB of RAM if I'm not mistaken, 1 TB solid state. It has the SD card reader, 3 USB ports, one on that side, 2 on this side, the Ethernet in, and HDMI out. And like the charger is not really that bulky, which I don't have on me because it's upstairs. Like I said, battery life is great, so I charge it every night. Can go all day without do whatever I need to do all day without my charger. So yeah. So let's just start out with the cons, because I want to end this on a good note because I do love their products. So the cons are, I've had this computer for a year, and I just got into PC gaming last year. And the thing was, the first game I wanted to buy was Watch Dogs. I've been looking at Watch Dogs, reading up on it. You know, I'm into security stuff, so I was just like, this is just the perfect game. And I want to buy that as my first PC game. Then my friends were like, oh, get Warframe. So, you know, I got Warframe 2. Played it over the summer. Okay. Watch Dogs was so bad. It was freezing. I was like, oh, I'm not going to play this no more. Warframe, started playing it. I'm thinking it's real light. Freezing. Like, I'm literally getting like frames every couple of minutes, but all the story, like the talking part of the storyline is still going on. It was some crazy stuff. I'm just like, okay, so let me not do that no more. Go to get like I think the last small light purchase I made was Smite. Did not work. So the moral of this story is Steam doesn't work on my laptop anymore, and I'm quite crushed because at the moment I'm not anywhere near my desktop. So it's like, I want to play these games that I pay for. Like, I know better than to play Black Ops 3 on here. Boy, do I know better. And I just can't do it. And I'm just salty, to be quite honest. And I'm not going to say it's all Ace's fault. It could just be me. I could be that big of a noob with PC gaming that I just screwed up my graphics card right then and there. But I just feel like I shouldn't have that much problem where like it's carrying over to other things that I do. So I always have like 2 panels up. If I'm using the external monitor, it's 4 panels. Yeah, see how that works? But yeah, so I have like, you know, you always Google stuff on one side. So I typically put that on the left. And then most of the times now I'm using Android Studio. So I'm making my Android apps on the right. Have an emulator popped up in the background. Emulator lags. Now, let's just go ahead and get this straight. Android Studios is crap on the emulator. which is why you use this thing. I think it's called Ganai motion is how you pronounce it. Whatever. Put links to it in the description, into this computer, you know, because I do like it. But putting Ganai motion on here, it's not much better. There is lag. I understand some lag, but me waiting more than like, we're going to say 3 to 5 minutes for stuff to load is not the move, Asus. It's not the move. Like, I got this laptop because me and my friends went in the store. I was like, yo, if I'm going to get in a PC game, I want a gaming laptop, but I don't have gaming laptop dough. Like, if I'm going to drop gaming laptop dough, I might as well just build a desktop. So I was like, I want something almost to that level, but not quite there. Like, I want to be able to game a little bit, but I'm really focused on getting my work done because I knew I still had a year of college left. I knew I was going to try to start this freelancing thing more so I could start a business. I just knew I was going to have to do a lot of BS work during the school year, and boy, was I right. But if I cannot run these easy programs such as Microsoft Office and have the internet up without Firefox always crashing because Firefox is some BS, I don't know why I have this computer. Like, it's not the top of the line gaming laptop from Asus, which is really nice, I might point out as a side note. Because, like I said, I didn't have the money. This is like $700. And at the time, like, that's a lot of money for a college student, you know? $700 like a year cookout, if not a little bit more, semester worth of grocery. It's just a lot, and I could have used the money elsewhere, but I knew I needed to invest in a computer once my MacBook graphics card started going out. So you see why I'm pissed about the graphics card. Like, it already happened to one computer. So it hasn't completely gone out, but like, there's just some things that I do, and it's just really affecting it. There's stuff running in the background. I'm not even sure if it's Asus fault or what, but I just don't understand why I can't shut it down. Like, I should be able to hit that end task and then like delete it from my hard drive or not have it come up on the startup, and it should not keep starting when I start up my dang computer. But it does. And you know what? Because this operating system is Windows, we're going to give a good 25 to 50% blame to Windows as well. So yes, Windows, you are now officially garbage. Anyways, so now that I got that out my system, that was like my biggest problem. 2, the touchscreen. It's been giving me some troubles. Like, switching over to tablet is a lag. It's like the keyboard on the screen doesn't want to pop up, and then when I don't want it to pop up, it wants to pop up. I don't understand. I don't know if that's a hardware configuration, a software thing. And you might be like, you just said I don't know a lot, and you work in both hardware and software. But it's just some things that can be a either or. And these happen to be those situations. But that is like really my biggest qualm about this. The keyboard I like. It has the backlights on it. The keys are real smooth. I have a thing with keys. They can't feel cheapish. That's the right way to say it. And these keys just feel perfect. And yes, I look like I've taken typing classes and or play the piano because I've done both. I'm probably going to end up getting, an external keyboard, and eventually just putting this on the dock. Like, my goals in the future, just to be able to put this computer in a dock, have my external keyboard and mouse in the screen, and keep it moving. So, if you guys know of a dock that works well for PC computers, please let me know down in the comments. Send me an email, shoot me a tweet. I was going to say send me a snap, but please don't do that because I don't check Snapchat like that. But yeah, just let me know. But off to the good stuff. If you are not like me and you're just a basic computer user, this computer is love. You definitely get what you pay for. You're going to get a high quality product. I think if I wasn't doing what I do and I was just doing like Microsoft Office stuff, and maybe even if I was to produce music on this laptop, which I haven't tried and I'm not going to try, I feel like this would be a really great computer. So for those of you that don't do Windows, you're like, oh, so how does Linux run on it? I don't know. I typically dual boot computers. The previous computer, minus the Mac that I had, the previous PC computer, I did dual boot with Ubuntu. That's the flavor of Linux I tend to use. I do use Kali Linux too, but not the same amount for like everyday use. But yeah, I full-heartedly believe that it would run very, very smooth. You would have no problems whatsoever. But like I said, I haven't tried it. Feel free, if you have tried it, to leave some comments below. Let me know, because I'm honestly considering doing it within the next couple of months to a year. Just because Windows, you got too much going on for me. You always messing up. Always got these updates. Whatever, you know, same BS everybody else talks about all the time. But let's talk about the weight of this too, because that's highly important, and I want to point that out before the end of this video. So this has a relatively slim profile, and this is actually, I feel like it's lighter than a 2012 MacBook. Some of you might disagree. I don't know. I am judging that based off of my back, because I do carry a backpack every day. Yeah, that actually just made my back hurt thinking about it. But this isn't a bad computer. Yes, it is slightly bulkier than some of my backpacks can hold. Like, it holds a MacBook fine, but most bags nowadays are made per MacBook users. If you didn't know. But this still, it's the same, like, it's maybe a little bit shorter, like thickness wise, than the MacBook. But I feel like for all the quote unquote power I have in here, this is the perfect computer. I see nothing wrong with it. I haven't had any problems. So I do recommend this, minus my graphics card problem. So if you're like me and you do a lot of quote unquote power using, which I didn't think I did, might invest in the upgrade up. That could just be what it is. I just don't have the right specs on the inside for it. But I don't know. If you guys power users as well and you have an Asus computer and you figured out how to like get around some loopholes and not having my problems, let me know. And so my overall review of this, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 because some things might have been me, could be a tie of me and Windows with the hardware. But it's not the perfect computer. You're never going to find a perfect computer either. But I just feel like these are heavy things to consider when you're looking at computers. But like I said, I heavily endorse Asus all the time. People be like, oh, what PC? Asus. It's the first thing that comes out of my mouth. I really love their products. Hopefully, you know, when I start rebuilding my setup, when I start my career, like I want to get some Asus monitors. I want to try to make more PC builds using Asus products because I really like them. And I feel like, you know, they put thought into what they do. And this is a company that I haven't had to call like customer support for. And like I said, this is like the second Asus product I own. I think even my motherboard and my desktop is Asus. It's never gotten to the point where I need to call customer service. And I can honestly say, as an Apple owner, user for about I've had Apple for like 6-7 years. I have called them more times than I care to count, and I always get their little stupid automation. Like, I understand AI is a big thing, but I never feel like they actually quote unquote care like that about hearing my problems. So I literally just, you know, all the time just have to drive up to the Apple store so I can talk to a person, because it's way easier for me to talk to a person than it is to a machine who's going to be like, oh, you need to schedule an appointment. I can just walk into the thing, maybe talk to them, and avoid the appointment. You know what I'm saying? So, Asus, if you're watching this, guys, I love you. But there are some problems. If you're looking for a new computer, go look at Asus, because battery life and stuff is great. If you're a coder, gamer, heavy user, maybe not get this model. Maybe just go ahead, if you can afford it, maybe just go ahead and make that gaming laptop jump. Maybe that's what I should have done. I should have just kept saving money and just bought the gaming laptop. The only thing is, most of their gaming laptops are pretty thick, to be quite honest, and I just kind of hate it. But other than that, you know, guys, 7 out of 10 review. It's pretty freaking good for a computer, for me. So let me thank Let me know what you think down below. I will see you guys in the next video. And yes, I'm sorry if you didn't want this tech review. It was just like on my heart to let you guys know, because it's been bothering me. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my like rant over the graphics card. And I will see you guys in the next video.